All right. Little William, the scrotal king of the beats. As you know, being a mammal is a bitch. Being a tree frog is a bitch for that matter. But when you are one of these massive human beings, mouth breathing and scratching and stomping all over the place, you are a natural target for parasites. We have parasites in our intestines and parasites in our blood. We have parasites on our eyelashes and parasites in our teeth. The life cycle of a parasite is fascinating. Some people have families of tapeworms that live in their guts for several years. Some people have thoughts that act as parasites. Perhaps the most fascinating part of biological reproduction is the way that viruses and parasites camouflage themselves and find safe places to breed. There's the kangaroo fish, which travels up streams of urine to colonize the penis or pudenda from which the yellow stream has sprung. Once in the host, it's party time. And scabies. Scabies burrow into several layers of flesh, so that no matter how many times a person scrubs and disinfects her environment, the little eggs are in there deep. Only a severe chemical assault will make them go away. Rodent mites, botfly larvae, they all like to burrow in the human host. At times I've even looked at human embryos as burrowing parasites. You know they suck the calcium out of your bones, your teeth, to make those adorable fingers and toes that you photograph in soft light when they hatch. If I was more talented as a visual artist, I would make a comic strip about a scabies parasite called William Burroughs, who wears a tiny little fedora and lives inside the subdermal regions of the male scrotum of the world's most beautiful twink. Every once in a while, little William would be typing on his miniature typewriter inside the scrotum of the beautiful young man. And the clatter of the keys would wake the man up. At times, an eerie, almost supernatural wave of synchronicity would occur. Where little William and his human host would be sleeping at the same time and sharing the same dream. A word might pop out of the host's mouth that William had typed. William would help his host make wise decisions in clothing selection and pharmaceutical use. You see, not all parasites are bad for you. Some can be downright symbiotic. On the subject of parasites, we should turn to love and lust. When you're drunk, or even marginally tipsy, you feel the compulsion to write about how a man... Oops, let me do that again. When you're drunk, I changed the sexes there. When you're drunk, or even marginally tipsy, you feel the compulsion to write about how a woman doesn't really want to be fucked by a man's cock so much as she wants a man's brain, his soul, his life history, maybe his completed genome, 5 volumes of his poetry, a lineup of 20 semi-naked versions of him between the ages of 16 and 50, and a notarized copy of his birth certificate to fully insert itself inside her vagina. I think I'll read a piece from this zine. Even broken snowflakes heal, and you can download Skin. Rewind button. Instead of showing kids pictures of humankind racing into the future, we could show kids this. The rewind button is pressed. Go forward into the past. Watch forests grow larger. Species proliferate. Temperatures fall. Coral reefs thrive. Shorelines are pristine. Rivers blue. The ice caps are enormous. Night is as long as a stocking. Coma, dark. No superhighways discharge their radioactive tide on the floodplain of our sleep. Satellites are absent. Their endless patrol of chatter, capture, loom, loom, chop, chop, boomerang is mute. Men with visions of senseless death huddle by fire. They move in limping numbers. They are small and afraid and know nothing of how their flower will bloom in a sewer of city sight. In Old Town, where drug casualties duck and dart like mad plucked birds, I watch a family ordered from an IKEA catalog hesitantly leave their Volvo and walk the two boys all wear skinny jeans and sensible rain jackets. The oldest boy, a Harry Potter condemned to live out his days in the non-magic world, carries a clarinet case. These forms are newly hatched. Old familiar places. I am not going to find you in all the old familiar places, because there never were any. I'm going to read you one from Death Confetti. Yep. This is a book that is available. I have copies of it with me tonight.
Tell us where we can get it online too.
You can get it online in many places. You can get it from the Feral House website, you can get it on Amazon, and you just type it in and a bunch of different distributors show up. You can get it at Powell's if you like walking around physically. But it is very available. I know which one it is, I just have to find it. No one happens to know which page Huck is on, do you? This is a book without a table of contents. I have never read this one out before. It is time. But if I can't find, oh, here it is. I was gonna say, if I can't find it, I'll do another, and then my thumb was on it. Death Confetti features portraits of many people I run into randomly on the streets, on buses, and there are some longer stories in here that involve people I have longer, more intimate relationships with. But this one is about a boy at a bus stop. At the bus stop, I was caught in a gale force blizzard of stinking drunk computer programmers from Philadelphia who were here on business, and a combination of alcohol and dislocation rendered them a bunch of snickering 10-year-old boys whose voices took on the tones of honking geese. That is, honking geese with very dry senses of humor. The youngest programmer, who, unlike his cohorts, was going for a boy band Europop look, tried hard to ply his wares on me as the bus rushed through the night and crossed the sinews of a rain-covered bridge. Once I got downtown, I saw that the streets were deserted. A sleepy, commuterless calm like that inside an icebox prevailed over the vacant remains of the city. As I walked toward my second bus stop, I noticed a figure behind me with a shambling gait. My peripheral vision took him in for a homeless dude or someone with nothing to get up to but mischief, and I kept my instincts aimed his way as I passed my bus stop and peered back. He was a kid. He looked barely more than 15, and he had the rangy strut of a pro garbage picker. A Brando without a brain. He started talking to me and couldn't stop. It was dim. I am, as they say, well preserved, and despite being old enough to be his mother, he kept on going. He asked me if I was partying tonight, and if I went to any bars, and even asked me what I had to drink. He spoke of traveling and wanting to get a raft. And he showed me the huge assortment of knives in his pocket and told me that he had spares in his bag because he always needs to be equipped. And he asked me where I was from and what I thought of buses and light rail trains. And he loves grape-flavored Four Loko. And there were many pauses. But I was kind to the kid, for he was a kid, getting excited when he asked if I had been to Disneyland, asking me if I liked Eminem. I politely told him I hadn't listened to enough Eminem to make up my mind. And his dad was a mechanic, and he learned from him how to fix cars and street race. And I told him he had a skill to last for life. And he described getting into fights and the crack of one guy's arm in his hands and how he loves Disneyland. And he struck me as a cross between the Rain Man and Huck Finn, this strange rural rap boy with his boy band face and his need to be a homicidal party machine. He must be equipped, and he must be a man, and he must mention all the flavors of drinks he likes one more time. And when the bus finally came, we sat in different seats, and he kept, in his shy yet bubbly way, trying to say more. But I ended up looking out a window, and he checked his phone and told the person at a party destination he was on his way, and then proceeded like a puppy to latch on to two hip, educated people sitting behind him by talking about Four Loko grape flavor and the number of Jell-O shots he drank in a night, and showing them where his thumb was cut off clean and sewn back on. He had a new family. This oily boy who reminded me of a muscular shaved seal. This boy who feels like French fries and nylon jerseys. A boy made of instant lemonade crystals and grunt-work jeans. I saw him looking at my eyes in the reflection of the glass. His soap bubble squint superimposed over the shifting buildings, the strip club, the dog food factory, the empty streets. When I got off at my stop, I wished him good luck in his travels. He was intent on going to Wisconsin and Huntington Beach for some reason. And the rude aluminum tube ferried him on, like it ferries everyone on, to their unique and isolated fates. My phone's autocorrect turned "I love you" into "unlicensed." Isn't it true that we are all unlicensed in love? We speed, we swerve, we rear end. We get in head-on collisions and try to blame it on the other drivers. We yearn for better cars with more reliable parts. We go for flash over dependability if we can afford it. We claim that we can parallel park, but we are better known for our hit and runs. We get messed up by backseat drivers who want to steer the wheels for us. The statistics are staggering. Every 2 minutes, someone is likely to lose a limb, a life, and oh, the DUIs. No one can walk a straight line in love. I could do one more or stop there.
One more.
One more, okay. I'll do a short one from the zine. Predictions. "1990s rerun. Are you ready for the Matrix? Again, 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 again. Ninja sword, trench coat, pocket of shooting stars. Thigh-high boots covered with 472 working zippers and a type of hair shellac that makes one's entire skull wrap around the world like a piece of magic taffy." A shampoo bottle from 1996 crept into my bed and whispered that everything was going to be all right in the deja vu afterlife. But it warned me in a phlegmy drawl. There will be 3 crucial differences. No more San Francisco. No more Serbian war. No more Moby magazine covers. But, I sputtered, almost foaming at the mouth. Will there be any more Bono in his big yellow sunglasses that look like a butterfly? "There are some things seen in the ether," the shampoo bottle said.